YouTube channel, and today we are going to discuss about creation of plots within Civil 3D. There are a number of ways that you can use to create plots in Civil 3D, and you can access these methods from the Home tab and navigate to the plot menu. You'll see that you have three methods. You can create plots from plot creation tools. You can also create plots from objects, and you can also create highway boundary. Today we are going to explore this menu, create plot from objects. So I'm going to select that, and then I'm going to select my objects. These can be lines, they can be arcs, they can be polylines. So you can see in this drawing I have already created a few items. We have a road. We also have some lines which define the plots which we are going to create. So I'm going to select these lines, and also these lines, these lines which are colored in white. Once I do that, I click OK. These plots have to be contained within a site. I'm going to use a single family plot style. The plot layer and the segment layers have already been selected by default. I'm also going to label the segment label, so I'm going to make this one, make sure this box is ticked. And also I'm going to make sure I erase the existing elements. Once I do that, I click OK. And now you can see that my objects have been created. These are the plots. They have been created, and the segments labeled, and also the parcels labels. You can see that we have a total of 9 plots in this subdivision, but they are not labeled in a sequential manner. So I will show you how to renumber that, to renumber the lots in a while. But first, we are going to discuss how to edit these the segment label styles. What you do is you select this label. For instance, I want us to change the precision of the seconds in the bearings so that it appears to 1 second precision. So in this case, just select the label, go to properties, and then navigate to the line label style, bearing over distance. Select that and look for the create menu. Then once you get to the plot line label style, right click on the arrow, click on edit current selection. That one takes you to the label style composer. You look for the bearing, which is what we want to edit. Search for the text menu, go into in the contents, and go into further, click on the 3 dots on the right, get to the editor. In the editor, there are 2 components, that is the format and the properties. Select the properties and look for the precision tab. So once you highlight the precision, you click on the right on the side of the value and click on 1 second. Then you can click on this arrow. That makes the bearings to be displayed to the nearest second. You're done with that, you can click apply, then OK, then OK. And see now the bearings have been rounded off the nearest second, not to the nearest 0.01 second as in the previous. You can also use the same method to edit the distance. So let's change the color, go into properties, search for the line label style, click on create or edit, then same case, go into the label style composer, select the distance component, go into the text, contents, click on the three dots, get you to the text component editor, select the contents, go into the format, select the color. Select the preferred color. I'm going to use yellow in this case. I'm going to click OK, and OK, and OK. Close that. Now you can see that the color of the distances in the label have been changed to yellow. This applies to all the parcel segment labels. The next thing that I want us to discuss is the area label. I want us to change or modify the area label style to include acreages or the square meters. I'm going to select that parcel by selecting the area label style, and I'm going to go to properties. Within the properties, I'm going to search for the plot area label style, and I'm going to create stroke edit. Going further to edit, get me back to the label style composer. So in this parcel, we are using the parcel number label style. For editing that, I'd like to change that. I would like to change the parcel area styles of all these parcels to a different. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select one parcel, and I'm going to select all the parcels by using the select similar. And in the plot area label style, I'm going to select this style called parcel number and area, because I want the parcels to display parcel number and area. So if you look at this style, it doesn't display the area yet, so I'm going to edit that within the plot area label style. So now I can go back to the editor and search for the area. I'm going to make sure this component is anchored to the parcel number so that these two components appear at the same place. I'm going also to edit the contents of the area. The square area, I want it to be displayed in white color. And then I'm also going to make sure that the parcel area, as you can see, is in square meters with a precision of 0.01. And change that to just 1 nearest square meter. Also include a label, include a m squared label. I'm also going to include another parcel area, but this time I'm going to use acreages. So I'm going to use a unit as an acre with a precision of 0.01. I'm going to click on the arrow. So once I do that, this means that the area, the label is going to display area in square meters and in acreages. I'm going to use, I want the label to display the letters ACS just as after the values. So I'm going to click OK. Times OK. And as you can see now, the labels display the parcel number, the area in square meters, and the area in acreages. So let's change the color of the parcel number. I'm going to go back to the plot area label style. I'm going to edit that parcel number so that color is more visible to you guys. I'm going to use a yellow color and click OK. times. That should do it. So the plot numbers are now well visible. So what we are going to do in the next step is to renumber these plots so that they appear right, or in sequence, that is. So I want this to be my number 1, 2, 3, the last one. So to do this, select one of the parcel area label and go to the modify tab. Select renumber stroke rename, and in this dialog box you specify the starting number as 1, an increment value of 1, and click OK. Specify the starting point from this parcel, next point, last point, and click on enter twice. Now the plots are numbered correctly, starting from plot number 1 all the way to plot number 9. That's a, so you can renumber the plots in a way that you want, and start at a different number, not necessarily 1. You can use maybe from 100, 50, or whichever number that you want. So in summary, today I have shown you how to create parcels from objects. I have shown you how to edit the segment labels. I have shown you how to edit the area labels. I have also shown you how to edit how to renumber the plots. Thank you for watching, and make sure to subscribe.